Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Indigo Diamond here with another video, here to talk about the first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK vs. the World. Hair and mouth, great stuff. Yeah. There we go. Before we get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and tell me down below, who are you rooting for? So far for me, Pangina and Jimbo are like, I think Pangina is like my front runner, like overall, just like, yep, Pangina has got this. But we will see how the season progresses, because we know how people can start strong and fizzle out. We know how just shocking things happen all the time in Drag Race, but let us get into it. So, UK versus the World, new, spin-off of the Drag Race franchise. I'm excited for this one because we get to see how queens react on Drag Race that we wouldn't necessarily see together usually, because obviously you only really get Americans with the All-Stars and so on and so forth. So I was excited for that. Thought it was really weird that they all met on the main stage. Like they did the lip sync assassin raise the screen for each queen sort of thing, and yeah, it just seemed a bit bizarre. I don't think it worked as well, and the reason I don't think it worked as well is because it was just really odd having the queens come out one by one and them just congregating on one side of the stage, and then when it would go to the next person coming out, you would just see the backs of these queens while they're looking to see who it is. That is why I think it was a bit weird. It didn't work as well as the normal workroom entrances. I think if they wanted to do something different for UK versus the World, I think they maybe should have done a different room, just made a room for them to all congregate in to start with. That wasn't the workroom, but I just don't think the main stage was the right call. Could just be me, maybe other people like that, but my personal opinion was that could have picked a better place. Even just the workroom itself would have been better than that, because at least they're looking at the sides really to look at who the queen was. First episode was the talent show. As with a normal All-Stars, they have to do a talent, show it. Bag of Chipz. I will start with Bag of Chipz just because she's the first one that's come to my mind to talk about. So I'll go through just each queen, how I felt about through the episodes as a whole. I'll do this just because there's only 9 of them, so there wasn't a whole lot of queens. Whereas season 14, there's still a lot of queens left. So, Bag of Chipz. Baga's come in with a different energy this time, and honestly, it almost comes across like fame's gone to her head. Don't know if that's the case or if she's just playing up, but she kept going on about how she's the most famous woman in Britain, and I'm like, well, clearly you're not. So, was a bit off-putting. I do like the fact that she was sat there with a cup of tea talking to, was it Pangina and, is it Monique? Monique, maybe? And she was kind of giving them British English lessons. God, I need English lessons. And going on, trying to see essentially what they knew, and that was interesting. I didn't mind Baga's entrance look. She came in as Princess Diana, the People's Princess. My main problem was it was all white and you could just see her black bra, right at the top. This is essentially supposed to be All-Stars. I've got hair right here and it's really bugging me. It's essentially supposed to be All-Stars and your bra showing. It's not really great, but I mean, the look was nice. Baga's talent. So she did an original song. There was a bit of lip syncing, bad lip syncing, and then she was singing part of it. The singing was good. I enjoyed the singing, but I was kind of sat there going, oh, it's fine. It's nothing amazing. I didn't like sit there and go, oh my god, that's so like out of the box. Did not think of that. It was kind of like, okay, so you're a drag queen coming back and you're essentially doing like what Monique did in All Stars 4, where she came and did Brown Cow Stunning and Monet did Soak It Up. You know, it was fine. Her runway look. So the theme for the runway was I'm a winner, baby. And Baga came out. I thought she was supposed to be a knight. She had a big sword. She looked like she was supposed to be wearing... I mean, it was clearly a dress, but it looked like a sort of like knight silhouette. And she had just bright gold face that looked like it'd been photoshopped on. Like, it didn't look like that was actually there. It just looked like, especially in pictures, it looks like someone's just gone, and this is what her face looked like. I don't know. Baga said in her Meet the Queens that her looks were elevated this season. I mean, I suppose, yeah, in a sense it was more elevated than she was on her season, but really? And she said she was supposed to be an Oscar, and I was sort of going, I did not... No one got Oscar from that. Maybe a night called Oscar, but not an Oscar, like, award. The thought behind the outfit made sense. Like, I'm a winner, baby, Oscar, yeah, makes sense. The outfit itself, I'm sorry, I was so lost. I was so lost. Moving on, Blue Hydrangea. So, Blue came in blue when she first entered the main stage. It's weird to say. Blue apparently has a bit of beef with Monique. Awkward. Which she addressed a bit in the workroom with Monique. Apparently Monique seemed a bit rude when they first met. When Monique came over to Ireland, I'm assuming it was, to do a show, and she was getting like... Yeah, she was just kind of acting, from the sounds of it from Blue, a bit almost above her station, like, yes, I'm on Drag Race, yes, look at me, da 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 da. And Monique apologised. Not sure how much of an apology or genuine apology that actually was, but there we go. Blue's talent, she was doing like a song and she had like 2 cheerleaders. And honestly, I was starting to go, okay, this is unique. I've not seen this on Drag Race before. It was fun. It wasn't... I mean, I think I can understand why she was maybe in the top, but I don't think she was the one to win, and she didn't, so fine. Her runway look, again, didn't scream, I'm a winner, baby. It was kind of like the judges said, like a troll almost, like a troll doll, and... Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It was a great outfit. It was very, I felt, again, elevated for Blue. But I just don't think it fitted the category of I'm a winner, baby. My opinion, not knocking the outfit. I think it was great. I just didn't think it fitted the category itself. Cheryl Holt. So, Cheryl Holt came in a dance costume. A nice pink dance costume. It was very nice. Again, elevated, I think, from where she was in her season, which is good. You know, when you come... Oh, fucking hairs everywhere today. No. When you come back, you always want to make sure you're kind of like bigger and better than you were the last time. It's kind of how it has to go. And yeah, I think her entrance look did that. Her talent... Now, she was kind of just bopping around to, like, a track. And Cheryl Holt's like the dancing diva of Essex. She did a death drop, but, like, right at the end. There wasn't... I don't know, it just kind of seemed like she was like, yeah, just doing a little dance. Yeah, here I go. Death drop. And then it was over. And I was kind of like... Okay. I think I expected more. and I don't know if that's fair to have expected more. But yeah, I don't know. I just think considering she's the dancing diva of Essex, I just thought there was going to be, I don't know, more dancing. But it's still entertaining. She was safe, and yeah, it is what it is. Her runway look, again, I think it was elevated from where she was in her season. It definitely didn't look off the rack. But she had 2 stars, like, right here. And, yeah, I'm just not sure how I felt about that. I maybe would have, like, put stars, like, further down sort of thing, rather than just, like, right here. Especially both of them being right here. It just made it look a bit weird. But I still think the outfit was nice. I still think it was fine, and, yeah. That's our UK Queens done. Next, we've got Janie JK. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but she was from Holland season 1. Now, when she came in like sort of dance costume, and you kind of looked at her and was like, okay, this is sort of something anyone could wear, like at a club or something like that. So, fine. Very handsome out drag. Very handsome out drag. The talent show. So you know how Kit Amin in Down Under season 1 for her talent show, she did like quick changes. Well, Janie's was kind of almost like a strip, but the music seemed a bit weird in the background. The outfits just weren't great. Like, she started off in this like jacket, and then she revealed it to a dress, but you could still see the sleeves swinging underneath. And then the outfits just didn't really go anywhere. There wasn't really a whole lot of like dancing in between. And yeah, it just kind of fell flat. Now, Janie ended up in the bottom 2. Janie did get saved this week. If I had the choice, personally, I probably would have sent Janie home. But I'm not mad that she's staying. I'm hoping, you know, she'll pick it up and maybe have some really good weeks ahead of her. Her runway look. Now, I really liked her runway look, but again, I didn't get I'm Winner Baby from this. I'm maybe on a red carpet, I've got a really nice dress on. You know, everyone's going to be envious of me on the red carpet. But it was a nice dress, perfectly fine. Let's see what she does next week. Up next, we've got our first Canadian queen. I was trying to think how I was going to say it, apparently. We've got Jimbo. So, Jimbo came in quite a nice outfit. It was very sort of like clowny, with like the colours and that. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really nice, very on brand for Jimbo. Jimbo in the talent show, every so often the camera would just pan to Jimbo vibing, just kind of like being like, yeah. And it was great to see. I really enjoyed it. It was just so entertaining. Like, even in the ones where the queens just didn't seem to be doing that well, you just saw Jimbo vibing to them. It was very entertaining. I loved it. Now, Jimbo's talent. Like, when I first saw Jimbo sat there, I was sat there going, what is your talent? Because that look is interesting. And then the talent came. There was no talking in the talent, but like, Jimbo had this box, and then it said talent, and they were trying to open it, and then they opened it, and there was nothing in there, and they were really sad. And then they birthed bologna. And then they would throw the bologna up in the air, it would stick to them. Ru wanted a piece of bologna, so Jimbo threw a piece of bologna and RuPaul catched it. And then the rest of the bologna got put in the talent case. I had no idea what I was watching. Absolutely no idea what I was watching, but I could not stop laughing. I was in absolute tears, just laughing my head off. I had no idea what I was watching, but I was entertained. Now, Jimbo's runway look, again, amazing. It was so good, and I got, like, I'm a winner from this. It was black and white, it was so elegant, it was huge, The only thing I keep wondering is if maybe I wanted the boobs to be black, to kind of match the face. I don't know. Because, I mean, it doesn't ruin the outfit having the white boobs, but it just looks a bit kind of strange. But that's Jimbo, isn't it, really? Now, Jimbo was one of the top 2 of the week. Jimbo had to lip sync. Maybe she shouldn't have. I love Jimbo to pieces, but Jimbo was falling all over the place. The other queen that was in the top had to keep saving him like a couple of times during their lip sync. It was chaotic. It really was. But hey, some people just aren't dancers. I'm not the greatest dancer. I can pick up choreography. I've had to, but yeah, I'm probably not the best dancer. So hey, there we go. Jimbo still did amazing. Jimbo's here to slay for another week. And yeah. Next up, Jujubee. Now, I was super excited for Jujubee I was super excited for Jujubee to be on here after her run on All Stars 5. I was like, right, she's going to come in. She is going to kill it. And I love Jujubee. I love Jujubee to pieces. She's probably one of my all-time favourite queens. And it's the personality. She has just an amazing personality that you just love to pieces. And we got to see that, unlike with Queen of the Universe. You know, she really put that personality all into it, and it was really great to see. She was being a little shady in the workroom. She was like writing down a notepad of like queens and stuff like that. She came in a very simple, again, black dress. It was very standard Jujubee's coming into the workroom sort of thing. It was fine. Her talent. So we all know Jujubee can sing. Jujubee can sing very well. She did an original song. And it was okay. I preferred the song she did on All Stars 5. And this song, there didn't really seem to be any levels to it. It was just very kind of like, this is the beat of the song, this is how it goes. And I was kind of like, oh, okay. It was nice. But it wasn't any more than that. It was just okay. And then she came out on the runway for I'm a Winner Baby, wearing just a very simple, like, purple dress. Like, it looked almost like it could have been off the rack, and I don't know what was going on with the makeup, but her cheeks were shiny, and it looked almost like plastic shiny. So not sure what's going on. Jujubee was safe this week. Honestly, not sure if that should have been the case, but hey, I'm not the judge. I love Jujubee. I'm happy to see her again for another week. I hope she picks up momentum again, because I don't know, she just seems a bit. I got asked back. Yeah, I'm here. We'll get to the end again. It's fine. So up next is Lemon. Lemon is our second Canadian queen and the first queen to leave us this season, which has shocked a lot of people. I think a lot of people thought Lemon was going to go a lot further. Honestly, I thought Lemon was going to go further as well. So Lemon did sort of like a lip sync dance to like one of her original songs. The song was really great. The dancing was, I don't know, it was okay, but again, like with Cheryl, I kind of thought there was going to be more. I'm not quite sure what it was, but yeah, she just seemed a bit kind of like, yeah, I'm just popping around to the song, here we go. And then, I mean, she ended with a good bang. You know, she walked up these steps and she, you know, landed in, was it the splits? The death drop? One or the other. And, you know, that was entertaining. The judges, I'm kind of confused with the judges' critiques on this one. So they're like, oh, we've seen it before. And I was a bit kind of like, once. You've seen it once. When Aja did it in All Stars 3. So I'm not quite sure where this, oh, we've seen it before thing is, because, well, Jujubee sang. You've seen that before many times. Many queens come back and sing as their talent, and Jujubee's was better last time that she did it. But yeah, I was a bit confused because I was like, but you've only seen the jump off the box into like the split sort of thing once. So I'm not quite sure where the, like, continuation is with that. Her runway look, I did really like her runway look. I definitely got I'm a winner because it was very much like I'm a pageant winner, so it's still I'm a winner. Very on brand for Lemon, being yellow. Only thing I'm not a big fan of a dress where you've got like fabric here and then you've got like the bust coming out the top. It's not my biggest thing, but again, that's just me. It's a personal preference. She still looked gorgeous. So, again, not who I would have chosen to send home out of the bottom two, but someone has to go home. So, and Lemon has spoken out about the fact that no one should be sending hate to the person that sent her home, because at the end of the day, that's the name of the game. The person that sent her home didn't choose to put her in the bottom two. It's just Lemon was in the bottom two, and out of the two, she chose to send Lemon home. So, it is what it is. Up next, we've got Monique Heart. Now, I'm confused as to whether I'm supposed to be calling her Monique Heart or Mo Heart, because in the Meet the Queens, she made this big deal about how the fact that she's, rebranding, she's now Mo Heart rather than Monique Heart. And yet, in UK vs. the World, the entire first episode, it's just like, oh, yeah, Monique Heart, here's Monique Heart, Monique Heart, Monique Heart. And I'm like, where's Mo Heart then? What happened? I'm so confused. So I'm going to call her Monique Heart because that's what they called her in the episode. So, no drama was happening on the main stage with the queens when they were meeting up until Monique came in. And then, all the drama started. Now, I don't know what's going on, but Monique's coming across very shady so far this season. It's almost like they're trying to give the villain... the producers are trying to give her... going to give her, a villain edit. Which is strange, because in both her previous seasons, she's been, so nice and so heartfelt and stuff like that, and very emotional, whereas now she just seems a bit shady. I mean, we all love a shady queen, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I still love her to pieces, don't get me wrong. This is not turning me off of Monique Heart. That's not going to happen. But it just seems very strange. Almost out of character. Like the delusional edit for Latrice on All Stars 4. I don't know. Now, Monique's talent. So Monique sang. And we know Monique can sing. We know Monique's got a very good voice. Now, she had an echo or something on her microphone, but every word she was saying was reverbing and echoing afterwards. I couldn't understand a single word she said. Honestly, I was kind of surprised she wasn't in the bottom. I think her runway might have saved her, but her talent was I couldn't understand a word she was saying. Throughout all the sound issues and stuff like that, I had no idea what she said the entire time she was on the stage. Now, her runway look. Wow. Her runway look was gave you African... Oh god, my brain's gone blank. Turn around on the spot, is that helping? No. African citizen of the Emerald City. It was this gorgeous green. It looked beautiful on her. Her makeup was stunning. You could just feel the confidence on her as she was walking down that runway. And this is the sort of look that I need her to keep doing. Well, this is the level of look I need her to keep doing for this season, because it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. She was safe. Pangina Hills. So we've got our next queen, and this queen is from Thailand, and she is one of the co-hosts of Drag Race Thailand. At least she was for season 1 and 2. I don't know about season 3 yet. I've not seen Drag Race Thailand, But I know of Pangina Hills. I've heard things about her. Very, very handsome out of drag, I will say. Pangina, please call me. Very handsome. Not going to happen, but please. Very handsome out of drag. Very beautiful in drag, but also still not afraid to be stupid, which is, you know, a deadly combination. Like, I almost feel like if she's in the bottom, people are going to send her home just because they're like, nope, she's competition. Out you go. So, Pangina did like a lip sync number, but Pangina actually like danced the house down boots. Like, it was great. I really enjoyed watching it. I was entertained the entire time. There were funny moments. There were just moments where it was good dancing. It was just brilliant. I had so much fun watching her, and I was so happy when she got, you know, announced as one of the top 2 of the week. I definitely think it was the right choice. I don't think her choice to send home Lemon was the right choice, but, you know, it is what it is. I wasn't there. I'm not the one making the choice. I didn't choose the bottom 2 either, so someone's got to go. Her runway look was absolutely stunning. It was like all silver. Oh, excuse me. It was all very much showing off her heritage. It looked amazing, and again, you could just feel this confidence just oozing out of her as she was walking down the runway as well. It just absolutely amazing. She won the lip sync as well, obviously, because she sent Lemon home. And honestly, I think it was the right choice, not even with the fact that Jimbo was falling all over the place and Pangina had to save her a couple of times. But just Pangina really, I think, felt the song. You know, it was all just absolutely amazing. It felt good. It felt natural. All in all, it was a great episode for Pangina. That's all the queens, but I do just want to put in a quick bit here about Mel C, or Melanie C as she wanted to be known as, I don't know, but was known as on the show. So she was this week's guest judge. Ooh, I think we need to change her name from Sporty Spice to Shady Spice. I have no idea what she was on that day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've always loved Mel C, and that's never going to change. And this, honestly, if anything, just made me love her more. Because, I don't know, she just came across, again, so genuine. She was like, this is what I'm like, this is how I feel, I'm going to say it, off we pop. So, with Baga Chipz' like bad lip syncing, she was like saying about how that's very much like Posh Spice, you know, bad lip syncing. And then when Blue was saying about, because they asked Blue if she had done the 2 like puppets beforehand, and she was like, oh, I think she said she'd done it like once before or something, and they were actually like the Spice Girls, and like they were Jerry or something. And Mel was like, oh, it's the only time she'd ever be able to keep in time with the dance moves, and you're like, all right, Mel, are you feeling all right? I mean, I would happily have Mel back as like a guest judge, like anytime she wants, just, you know, shove her in there. It'll be a great time. I'll have fun watching her. But yeah, I mean, she went in on that, didn't she? But that was UK versus the World, episode 1. We have lost Lemon. Pangina won the lip sync, and Jimbo was top 2 at least. I think Pangina so far is one of my like, yes, you are one I want to get to the end. A lot of the rest of the girls, I don't know what it is, but they just don't quite feel like they're quite in competition mode yet. They just seem like they're like having a good time. They're just kind of like, yeah, it's good. So we will see if they pick themselves up and, you know, actually put in some effort. I don't know. But let me know down below, who is it you are rooting for? Are you excited for the next episode? Are you enjoying the season? Is there anyone you would like to see for a second season? I feel like this is going to get a second season. It might not be next year. It might be the year after or at some point. But I feel like this has to get a second season. So let me know down below, who would you like to see for a second season? And it can be from any Drag Race franchise. Because, I mean, hey, we've got UK, we've got America, we've got Thailand, we've got Holland. You know, since then we've had, obviously, more Holland queens. They could try and do some Thailand queens themselves. We've got Drag Race Italia, we've got Drag Race España, you know, and there's always more that are popping up. So yeah, let me know down below, who are you rooting for, who would you like to see on a second season, and while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I will see you next time. Bye. It's a very weak. Bye.